Each year, in addition to the main stage, the Omaha Community Playhouse puts on several productions that also tour the country. One of those is set to open here this weekend. It's a classic, Little Women. Lindsay Thies is with two of the women right now. Lindsay?
Well, that's right, Jen. And they're getting ready for this big opening weekend here at the Playhouse. Still working on parts of the sets. I love it. Full action going on here at the Omaha Community Playhouse. I'm joined now by Jen and Carly. You guys play Amy and Beth in the production, right? Two of the four March sisters, two of the four Little Women. And I know I love this show, this book growing up. It's kind of a classic. Do you have a favorite part of the show, Jen?
Oh, well, I love Jo, the character Jo. I play Amy, which is all the sisters. We all have our individual characteristics and personalities, but Jo is really an empowering character and inspiring to all women, I feel like, to follow your dreams and do what you're passionate about.
Wonderful. Lots of powerful women in this show. Another really powerful character is the character of Marmee. She plays the mom, kind of takes care of all the little women as they grow up into mature women. The woman who plays her, though, I mean, you want to talk about a powerful story. It's amazing. Check it out.
You must think before you act on every whim.
You might think the stage is everything to longtime actress and native Omahan, Camille Matoyer-Moton.
This was Jesus Christ Superstar.
Over the past decade, she's starred in dozens of theatrical productions across the metro.
And it was at the Orpheum, and I actually auditioned to be in the pit chorus.
In 2012, the script to her life saw some major conflict.
This was a show a couple of years ago. This was right before I had cancer.
A slow-growing breast cancer.
So this is what's been for the last 2 years. I do a show, I have surgery. I do a show, I have surgery. I'll do the show, and then I'll have surgery again.
Humor and faith helped her get through. When she lost her hair, Matoyer-Moton called her head Nikki Minogue. She held chemo parties.
We would lay hands on the machine and pray that the chemo would affect only the bad cells and leave the good cells alone.
And still performed in shows.
I sang great, actually, because there's so many steroids in the chemo that I had like this power voice. So that was pretty awesome. But you know, I never stopped.
Delighted, now let him take command.
And while she has no plans to slow down on the stage, Matoyer-Moton is getting ready to connect with a second audience. Last year, more than 1.6 million Americans were diagnosed with cancer. She's getting ready to publish a book about her cancer journey.
Take it back immediately.
Its title, Nothing is Everything.
I don't believe there's any one thing in your life that is the total sum of your life. I had cancer. That's done. Now let's move on.
Back out here live. I love that philosophy, and I love this show. I mean, looking at some of the video and that story, the costumes were beautiful. You guys were talking about how much of a good time you had. And Carly, you know, one of the things that surprised me is it is a musical. Did you have a lot of fun doing some of those songs and dances?
It's a very charming show. People who come to see it say that there's very stunning moments in the show, and I'm very fortunate because one of the songs I get to sing has actually been one of my favorite songs in musical theater for years, and it's called Some Things Are Meant to Be, and it's a song between Jo and Beth at a very pivotal point in the musical, and it's just breathtaking.
It's a heartbreaker song. It'll make us gush. Well, you can gush too. There are still tickets available and all that good stuff. This is online with this story. That's at KMTV.com. We're going to send it back to you, Jen.
Great show and an inspiring woman. Thanks, Lindsay. We appreciate it.
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah.